Yo, welcome. Into this video, we are going to go over some of the draw lines, the fill selections, and all of that extra stuff. So, with the draw line, it's pretty simple. Just get whatever block that you want, use your pattern picker on it, go from point A, click point B, and it draws a line for you. Point A, point B, point A, point B. Just use your place, whatever you're using to build. You don't break, because if you break, that'll break. You want to place. So, place, place, and it draws a line for you. But there is a certain distance that you have to keep it within. If I go too far, like I think this might be too far, then it won't do it. So you have to be within a certain distance of it in order to work. I'm pretty sure it's easy to tell. If you look at that first point and then all those are disappearing, then that's too far. So I'm pretty sure this is like the maximum distance you can go without draw a line. Same thing for draw curve. When you click a point, you can click another point and it won't fill it in. You can keep clicking points and make yourself a curve. Pretty simple. And then the last point, just click twice, and it generates a big sort of curvy thing. Looks like a roller coaster. There is sphere. This is pretty cool when you're making domes. Just click one point. The further away you go, the bigger the sphere is going to be. And that's really, really simple when you're trying to make domes and stuff like that. Cylinder, click a point. Same thing, you can go up, and it generates a big cylinder. Pyramid, same thing. Just click a point, further out you go, the bigger the pyramid. You get the basic idea. There's loft, but I'm going to go over that in another video. And you notice how all of these are going to be filled in with blocks all the way through. There is an easy way to fix that. We're going to get to that one last though, so keep watching to figure out how we're going to fill that in hollow. So there's fill mode. If you've gotten this far into the tutorial videos, you should know how fill selection works. You just take one selection, go to another selection, fill it in. And it fills that whole area in with the desired block that you want. There's outline mode. Basically, all it does is it's the same thing as fill mode, except now it will outline the whole thing. So it may look like it's filled in, but when you go into it, all of it is hollow. There is wall mode. Basically the same thing except no roof and no floor. So we can make one selection, another selection, fill it in, no roof and no floor, so it just makes the walls. There is stack mode. So if I wanted to stack this block in the air, I just select it, look up, stack 15 blocks up in the air. Now you really use that when I'm trying to make like pillars, towers, stuff like that. I can just try to make a circle. Select this point, select this point, and then I can stack it. Makes a really fast tower if you don't want to do the cylinder. You can still do the cylinder, still super fast. There's move mode. So if I wanted to move a structure, like let's move this one, I'll only move like half of it actually, just so you can see. Move it that way like 10 blocks. Whichever way I'm going to look is the way it's going to move. So if I wasn't looking that way, for example, if I was looking this way, it'll move 10 blocks that way. Same thing in all directions. If I look this way, I wonder what it will do. Yeah, it'll just go into it. Pretty simple. Move selection is pretty nice. And now there's hollow mode. This is very helpful when you're making spheres, domes, cylinders, stuff like this. So I'm going to show you an example on these. So as you can see, when we generated these shapes, all of it had an interior. Now let's select it the way and hollow it out. Now you can see all this on the interior is completely hollowed out. It calculated the shape of the pyramid, left the exterior as a shell, and the interior as hollow. Let's do the same thing on this cylinder. Don't want to make this sphere. No, I think we're good actually. Let's hollow it out. Now it's all hollowed out. If we undid it, as you can see, all this has an interior. Now it doesn't. Super simple. You do the same thing on this sphere as well. All of it has an interior all the way through. But if we select it, select this point, go over here, select this point, fill it in. It will calculate the shape of it, and all this now is hollowed out. So super fast on how you can actually hollow your complicated shapes out. You could also do it like with these as well. Like this has an interior all the way through, so you can select this whole thing and then hollow it out. Super fast.